Hey babies, it's Auntie. I just hopped on for a little rant. I wanted to weigh in on the latest debate. Isn't there always one? With us and our counterparts, and it all originated, of course, I don't even want to say it, it's been flooded everywhere, about Miss Lady that was harmed with the building material. Well, it came out that a lot of ladies were saying how when gentlemen were speaking up, saying how they did not want to be put in harm's way or risk incarceration by assisting one of their counterparts who was in jeopardy of physical harm, and how, one of us would not do that, so why should they? Alrighty then. Story time. I was defending my younger sister and against her baby's father, really abusive Caucasian person, and I was being jumped by both his brothers, and they weren't winning. So him and his brother, and they were not being very successful. So their father pulled a gun on me, and I heard from the 911 dispatcher that 8 calls came in that day about my incidents to the fishing game, as because it was at a water park, to the fishing game and to the police department. But there were onlookers, men just as brown and chocolatey as I, and I sought assistance from a couple of them just to film, just to show who was the aggressor and who wasn't. You know how, angry black women, we're treated just like any other assailant, right? So that all went down how it did, and what struck me at that moment was the chocolate gentleman that I asked just for visual assistance. One of them said to me, point blank, "Why should I? Why would I do that?" All right, so a week later, I'm on the job. I'm doing me out here with The Walking Dead, and there's a young lady being physically attacked by her boyfriend in the parking lot. Now, mind you, I was on my break. But as a black woman, I know how it feels to be in that situation and no one comes to your aid. So yeah, I stepped in. And she was so grateful. And she verbalized at the moment, "I'm glad it was a woman here." And I was like, "Girl, you know we got each other. So please stop when you sit up here and say that we wouldn't do it. We do it because we've been there. And we know what can happen if no one steps in. If you're not strong enough to do it by yourself. So you can stop with that, we wouldn't. We have, we do, and we'll keep on doing so." And what I want to say to my babies, my nigglets, remember there was some videos back. Auntie said it, and I'm going to say it again. We got to take the L. We're doing all this conversating about them and this stuff that's happening between us right now. It's falling on deaf ears. If you look back, I seen a video of Nikki Giovanni trying to have the same conversation with James Baldwin. And the rhetoric was the same. They can't see. The program has worked. They have been affected the way they were supposed to, and our community is split in half as far as genders is concerned. So let's start pushing these ladies. They got the little advertisements for the gadgets, the little finger zappers, and let's make sure that all of us have some pepper spray. And if you get into a verbal altercation in an establishment with one of them, don't leave that store unless the cops have arrived. I know some of you guys might be like me. I feel terrible with even the thought of calling law enforcement on another black person. But how many ways can they show us? They don't see us. Make the call.